Good morning, students. This is Miss Jolly, and I wanted to tell the girls who are on the homecoming court today, Friday, September the 6th, right now, y'all need to come to Miss Lisa Johnson's room, D13, so that we can go over some rules and procedures and guidelines with you. So come to D13 right now, and congratulations.
So it's SEC time of the year. College football has started. We talked a little bit about it last week on the show, but last year, Mr. Tungett here predicted that Tennessee was going to go all the way, and boy, he said it with vigor. I mean, you were all about it. And of course, Tennessee did not. But this year, you broke it down and you think you've cracked the code. What do you feel? Maybe you're going to be a little more reserved about making your predictions this year.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is going to happen this year?
Definitely more reserved. Tennessee did look really good. You know, they played Chattanooga, so nobody but quarterback just played the first half, 22 of 28, 314 yards, 3 touchdowns. Looked really good. Running back scored 3 touchdowns. Defense could add a piece or two, but they really did look solid. I do think they'll finish in one of the top 4 teams in the SEC. But unfortunately, I like Ole Miss this year. Their schedule, I think it lines up good for them. November the 9th will be a big date when they play Georgia. I think that is where are they at? At Oxford. So you got Georgia at Oxford, their toughest game of the year by far. They probably have the easiest road other than that one game. 2 big weekends to watch this year, I think, are October the 19th. You've got Tennessee and Alabama. That's a big one. You've got some other big games. Let's see. Texas and Georgia. I think that's going to make a difference.
Texas could be a dark horse this year. They're really good. USC is really good this year. There's several teams that could definitely make it in the top 12.
That's going to be tough. That weekend's one to watch, though, October the 19th. I think a lot of the SEC will be decided at that point. That'll be Tennessee's final really big test until they meet up with Georgia, playing Alabama. We're one of the lucky ones that get Alabama and Georgia, which is good every year. But November the 9th, also a big date to watch. Like, as we mentioned, Georgia and Ole Miss. I think that's when it'll kind of start finalizing some things. But I like Tennessee. I think they're in the top 4. I think Ole Miss is unfortunately probably going to finish in the top 4. Georgia and Alabama as well. I think that's my top 4.
Okay, so top 4 SEC.
Texas, I forgot about them. We'll do 5.
Texas could definitely swing for the fences this year as well. Poor Mississippi State.
Yeah, I don't think that's one to watch out for, but going to get a chance. My wife's a big Arkansas fan, so we'll get a chance to go up there on October the 5th to Fayetteville, watch that game. So my girls have been begging, how come we go to Tennessee games every year and we don't go to an Arkansas one? So,
are all of your girls Arkansas fans with the wife?
No, just the youngest one. The defiant one. The oldest one's a good kid.
How's Arkansas going to do this year? Are they still in a rebuilding state?
Yeah, I think so. I think intentionally a little bit. I think maybe they want Petrino in there. He's their offensive coordinator now. I think they wouldn't mind taking a second shot at him as head coach, but their quarterback looked a lot better than I thought this weekend, and they looked better. Of course, it was just a tune-up game also. So.
Before you leave, what do you think Michigan is going to be like this year? Because obviously, with their coach leaving and going to the NFL, any predictions?
I think we'll know this weekend. You got Texas coming to Ann Arbor, so Texas going to Michigan this weekend. That'll be a big one.
Is that going to be the game day game? Will that be the game day?
Surely it has to be.
Yeah, you would think so.
Anything else, but other than that, I don't know what they're. I mean, of course, their schedule's not an SEC schedule, but taking on Texas, top 4 matchup from last year, that's pretty gutsy early in the year.
All right, so Tennessee might not win it all, but we are predicting Tennessee will be in the top 4 teams for the SEC, as far as the SEC
We'll go
goes.
top 3. Sounds better. I think top 3. I think Alabama stumbles at some point, just getting used to the adjustment. I love Caleb DeBoer. I think he'll do a great job, but I think they'll have a little trouble getting their footing. May not overcome some things that they would have last year in his first year, but eventually I do think he's the right guy for that.
All right. We'll see.
have a lot to cover today. Football is heading south tonight. The baseball spring team is announced. The school is reforming the archery team. NHS is getting ready to kick off their year. And homecoming preparations are officially underway. It's a busy Friday, September 6th, 2024. Your weekend begins in just a few hours, but EVTV starts now.
J like the letter, I'm making several waves. I know the mission is same. I made a splash, now all of my passes last like running a race with Usain. I keep it coming like this a buffet. And if I'm stumbling, I'm in the graves. Never gon' fumble it, I get the bag and I run with it. Gunning it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it. Murray with the legs, all about finesse, I am not impressed. I don't need a rest, coming in with last, then you see the flash. Elohim with the melody and the kiss supply the breath. 70, keep it heavenly, everybody get the bread. I got the bread and I got the juice. I got some dogs and I let them loose. Bring in the storm and this ain't the Zeus. Walk in the skies but this ain't the loop. This ain't the truth. We ain't the same, you ain't have a clue. I'm in the game and untouchable. Cause I got the flame and this is the proof. Loading my tote, I still want all the smoke. We ain't talking about jokes, we just talking about more. I see all of my goals and it's looking like gold. I ain't asking for hope cause I know that it's show. Now you seeing me blow. This is premeditated, I've been underrated. That's an understatement, I ain't coming later. The abundance came when I allow my
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Friday, September 6th, 2023. I'm Bree, and today's top story highlights the football team as they head to Lafayette for an away game tonight. The football team has been working hard this season. Tonight they head to Oxford area for Powerhouse Lafayette.
Tell us about Lafayette.
Well, they're a good football program. You know, they've won multiple state championships over the years. Very well coached, and we know we're going to have a tough battle when we go up there to play.
What are some of the things the team has been working on ahead of tonight?
Well, the biggest thing, we're still kind of working on ourselves. We're a young team, still trying to figure out our new offense, defense, things like that. So really kind of learning what we do. Obviously, we've got to line up to how they play defense, how they play offense, as well as their special teams. So a lot of it's just about us, but at the same time, we're trying to make sure we're a physical team, and that's kind of what we hang our hat on.
Breaking down film is an important part of the game these days. What all goes into making the plan each week using Huddle?
Well, there's a lot that goes into it. We spend probably 6 to 7 hours here on a Sunday game planning, not to mention time we have outside of here on our own. But Huddle's a great tool for us. It's an online platform that we use for film that, all of our game film, our opponent's film goes on, and we use that to kind of break down what they do offensively and defensively. It's very detailed as far as the yard line the plays are on, the hash, which direction the plays run, the personnel that they have, the formation, the plays, the different tags that they may have off of that. So it really kind of gives us an idea of what they do, and then we can find a way to kind of exploit what their weaknesses are and kind of how we attack those. So we also use it as a tool to scout ourselves and see the things that we're doing well and the things we're not and the things we need to work on. So Huddle's a fantastic tool that, again, kind of really speeds it up and allows us to, make the best game plan that we possibly can to figure out what we think they're going to do against us and be able to adjust accordingly.
We have some exciting news. The archery team is reforming here at Horn Lake.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Hoffman. I wanted to tell you about an exciting new opportunity we have here at the school. We haven't done this in a very long time, but we are going to start back an archery team. Archery will start in January. Our first practice will be after we return. Our first scrimmage would be at the end of January, and then in February we start with matches. Practices will be after school, and we'll have one match a week. So if you're interested in joining archery, the requirements are the same as any other sport. You have to get a physical, and that physical has to be uploaded to our Firefly app. But once you do that, you're pretty much good to go. And I will be holding meetings later this year, probably in November, about when and where we're going to get started. So if you want to join the #1 growing sport in Mississippi, come see me about archery.
NHS applications are going to be due Monday. We caught up with Ms. Campbell for details about NHS and to clarify how students are able to be a part.
National Honor Society is a club at Horn Lake High School, and to get invited to it, you have to have a minimum of a 95 weighted GPA, and you have to be a community leader. And we sent out invitations late last week, so if you got one, be sure and come and get an application and have it turned in by Monday, September 9th.
Homecoming is quickly approaching. Miss Jolly has some important information about the Spirit Week.
Good morning, students. We are very excited to be thinking about homecoming, which is coming up the week of September 23rd through the 27th. And I'm very excited to announce the theme days this year. Monday is going to be Twin Day. Tuesday is Tacky Day, which is my favorite day, and a very easy one to do. Wednesday is Career Day, so think of the career that you want to have and dress like that. Oh, actually, I think Thursday is going to be my favorite day. It is Rhyme or Reason Day. You could dress like a poet. You could, reason, maybe a mathematician. I don't know, there are lots of different things that you could do with Rhyme or Reason Day. And then Friday, we're going to have a blackout for Game Day. So we don't want you to feel like you have to spend lots of money to get costumes this year, and we wanted to tell you at the beginning, as soon as we knew what the days are, so you can start making preparations. So one place I like to go is what I call the bottom shelf Goodwill in Hernando. They have all these bins there, and you can get things. You definitely have to sanitize them and clean them and use Clorox, but you can get tons of things for super cheap. You can get things for like 50 cents. And so anyway, those are the days. Mr. Lewis is going to put a little graphic so that you can have a visual of them, but start planning now. Go to the Goodwill in Hernando. It's on Commerce Street, and you can find some good stuff. So I'm going to run through these again. Okay, Monday is Twin Day. Tuesday is Tacky Day. Wednesday is Career Day. Thursday is Rhyme or Reason Day. And Friday is Blackout Day. So start planning. I can't wait to see what y'all come up with. We want lots of participation this year.
Hey guys, this is Coach Robinson. I just wanted to announce our 2025 spring baseball season roster. So we have 4 seniors. We have CJ Wright, Michael Smith, Jacob Bible, and Christian Daniels, or as everybody else knows him, Nugget. We have our juniors, Mason Richmond, Deuce Jermaine Smith, Isaiah Mims, and Kavion Salisbury. We have our sophomores, Chad Skurlock, Landon Smith, and Sam Webb. And then we've got our big freshman class, Jared McLean, Jaden Thompson, Cameron Loggins, Michael Shaw, Caden Davis, Jeremiah Terrell, Leonel and Emmanuel Venegas, and Logan Reeves. I've got some 8th graders, Jeremiah Sims, Chris De La Rosa, Emily Jones, Christopher Fadak, Gregory Perkins, Monquill Davis, and then I have 1 7th grader, Alex Harper. So that is your 2025 spring baseball roster. Looking forward to seeing y'all come out to some games and support these guys. Thank y'all.
This week's feature vocabulary words are generalize, given, and hypothesis. Generalize. Draw from specific cases for more general cases. Given. Specific or stated. Students' understanding of any given topic. Hypothesis. A tentative theory about a natural world, a concept that is not yet verified, but that if true would explain certain facts or phenomena.
Some of you didn't have your pictures made this summer, your senior portraits for the yearbook, and you wanted a makeup day. So we have 2 makeup days coming up, December 21st and January 4th. And you need to call Hemker Studios, Hemker Portraits, and make an appointment. Now, I posted this on Band, the phone number and everything, so you should be able to go to your Band app, see that makeup day post, and then work from there. Thank you. If you did not have your picture made last week and you would like to be included in the 2025 yearbook, please come see me in G1 during third block and we'll take your picture and make sure you're included in the yearbook.
Seniors, the senior breakfast will be November 15th. In order to attend the senior breakfast, you must purchase the senior fee. You can purchase your fee from Miss Smith or Miss Patberg. The 9th grade pre-ACT will be Tuesday, September 17th. Be sure to use the QR code scrolling on the billboard after the show to sign up for workshops ahead of the 17th. Deadline to sign up is today. NHS applications are due September 9th in room D16. Eligible juniors and seniors have been sent an invitation. The senior ACT will be Tuesday, October 29th. We ask all seniors to save the date and be sure to attend school on that day. The ACT is very important to your continuing education post-high school. The ASVAB test will take place on September 13th. Students interested in taking the ASVAB should sign up in the counselor's complex. That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here Monday. Have a fantastic day.
J like the letter, I'm making several waves. I know the mission the same. I made a splash, now all of my passes last like running a race with Usain. I keep it coming like this is buffet. And if I'm stumbling, I'm in the graves. Never gon' fumble it. I get the bag and I run with it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it. Murray with the legs, all about finesse. I am not impressed. I don't need a rash coming in with blast, then you see the flash. Elohim with the melody and the kiss of kind of breath. 70, keep it heavenly, everybody get the bread. I got the bread and I got the juice. I got some dogs and I let them loose. Bring in the storm and this ain't the Zeus. Walk in the skies but this ain't the loop. This ain't the cruise. We ain't the same, you ain't have a clue. I'm in the game and untouchable, cause I got the flame and this is the proof. Loading my toad, I still want all the smoke. We ain't talking about jokes, we just talking about more. I see all of my goals and it's looking like gold. I ain't asking for hope cause I know that this show now you seeing me blow. This is premeditated, I've been underrated, that's an understatement. I ain't coming later, the abundance came when I allowed my bosom to the loving greater. He the one who made it, so I'm in my bag. I died way before I ever raise a white flag. Shooting right back, raise the price tag. Chasing down all of these ghosts till I grab. Who could really stop me is what I ask. Homie, you can never get your time back. Only me and my reflection fight back. That's why this beat gon' probably need a nice pack. J like the 26, I'm finna run with it. I ain't gon' punt, we ain't taking it knee. I keep the starters and we going farther like T.O. and Philly, we throwing it deep. This only possible through all the obstacles. I went ahead and I found me some peace. It's why my reflection is rocking the cheese. J like the letter, I'm making several waves. I know the mission the same. I made a splash, now all of my passes last like running a race with Usain. I keep it coming like this is buffet. And if I'm stumbling, I'm in the graves. Never gon' fumble it. I get the bag and I run with it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it. Murray with the legs, all about finesse. I am not impressed. I don't need a rash coming in with blast, then you see the flags. Elohim with the melody and the kiss of kind of breath. 70, keep it heavenly, everybody get the bread.
I got some bread and I got some cheese. I'm not impressed with none of the steez. Told her myself if it's up to me. Top of the list, I'm running the league, don't run into me. We not the same, the homie.